Welcome, Raven Space family, to another Raven Space Reacts. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Today, we're just going to react to John Harbaugh's press conference. Let me know if you guys like this and if I should react to everyone's press conferences. Right now, I'm only doing the coach. So let's get it.
Finna run the boss, dripping like a faucet. Haters get a ball, look at me stunt. I don't do it often. Boy, I'm sick. Excuse my coughing.
Thank you guys so much. Let's get right into the video.
Okay, good to see everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. What questions you have?
With the final preseason game, any determinations, especially with Lamar, whether he's playing or not?
Yeah, we've organized it. Lamar's not playing, and we'll kind of work from there.
Related to that, not Lamar, but the play time.
I'm gonna stop it really quickly just to know you guys know how I feel about important people playing in the preseason. I'm so happy that we heard this, and I think it's the best thing to do, and I think a lot of players shouldn't play. So, you know.
We didn't see Cleveland, Lele, Pepe. A lot of guys that presumably would have played in this game. Does that change how much you'll rely on your starters?
Well, some of those guys, no, it doesn't change that. We'll just it's by individual basis. So there's some starters that need to work. Some starters don't. You know, probably most starters don't. And some of those guys are going to play too. We're just managing some of those guys. You have little things come up. They're different things. It's not one size fits all with issues guys have. Some guys took days. Some guys are managing loads. You know, we have all that stuff measured. So you just try to manage that through camp.
And so, again, I think me and John Harbaugh on the same page. You know, preseason is cool, especially for rookies and especially for guys who are on the bubble. Because, again, there's nothing better to be able to really prove that you have it than to be on TV. And so a perfect example is the returner in Dallas who returned 2 kicks last week. He now is going to have a job in the NFL forever. I mean, to be honest, right? Not forever, but for the next two years, right? He's going to always have that and say, hey, guys, I have actually returned 2 of these kicks. I have the potential to do this. So you definitely should give me a chance. And, you know, I think he's still a rookie because he'd never made it to the league. So he's going to at least be making, you know, $400,000 a year. I think that's the minimum for rookies. I might be wrong. I know for veterans it's about $1 million, but he'll have a chance now. And again, $400,000 a year will help you out. You know what I'm saying? For a guy who a couple years ago was playing overseas. So give these rookies and give these guys who just won't ever have a chance unless you give them a chance. A chance in the preseason is the perfect chance to do that, especially the last preseason game. So,
John, are you feeling good?
Preseason
about
sucks, just my
him
opinion.
out here 3 days in a row now, how he's progressing?
I am. He's looked good. He's had 3 good days of practice, and you know we don't want to overdo it, but he's done well.
Could you big a game is this Beatty Davis just?
They were just talking about Linderbaum. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for September 11th, where we get to see the Ravens play the Jets. So let's see how he does.
I do think it's a big game. No bigger than the other 2, but it's kind of the games. You know, that's what you look at, the games, and they've all done well in the game so far. I thought Beatty actually kind of is getting better as he goes here, and you would expect that with a rookie. Justice, he looks faster than he's ever looked. So, you know, they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I guess that's true with Achilles too. And then, you know, Mike Davis looked very good both games. So that's where we're at.
Kyle Hamilton left 14.
So just to talk about the running backs really quickly, you know, Beatty's my boy. I'm not going to lie to you. I really wanted him to make the team and get some time. Not just make the team, but get some time. But the truth is that Mike Davis has looked great from his role, right? He's not going to be a guy that you can give the ball to and he'll break tackles. That's going to be J.K. Dobbins' job. But he's going to be the guy who, if the offensive line blocks it wet, right, he'll get every single yard and then he can make a move on a DB. So that's what I think is going to happen there. So he's definitely going to get most of those carries. And it just becomes right now it's Justice Hill or Beatty, I think. You know, and so I can tell that by just the way John just said that, I think. So I think Justice Hill has it though. He's been in the system. Running backs are so easy to get that no one's going to take Beatty off of someone else's practice squad. So I don't think so. Because I'm sure they have running backs who they like that are young and raw. So I mean, young raw running backs, you can find them at Walmart. So so that's what I think he'll, if he makes the team, he'll be the very last person on the bench, and if not, he'll be on the practice squad. That's what I think. But I'm hoping he does.
Yeah, we're just managing some stuff with him. It's nothing serious. That's where we're at.
What you saw, I mean, Tyler Huntley has played so well in the preseason, did well last year. Kind of in your estimation, I know he's a good backup for you, but do you think, future-wise, do you think he has kind of proven so far that he could be a starter in this league?
I mean, I definitely believe that. There's no question in my mind about that, and I'm glad we have him. I'm very, 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 very blessed to have him as one of our players and one of our quarterbacks and our backup quarterback.
And again, I think this is something that's awesome too. Tyler Huntley has played excellent. Both of the Ravens' backup quarterbacks have played really well. And so that makes me excited for Lamar, right? Because we've been hearing rave things about Lamar, and the fact that, again, there's some things you can take away from preseason, right? And one of the things is like how people are being coached, right? And when there are positions that are heavy in coaching, you can take that away, right? That's why it's hard to analyze linemen because the coaching is so important, but it's easy to see an offensive line is going to be good in the preseason, because if they're knocking people off the ball, especially if it's ones versus ones, I mean, knocking people off the ball is based on technique and, things that you learn like that. So that doesn't go away. Things that are not based on technique can sometimes fool you in the preseason, right? So let's just take Shamar Bridges, for example, right? He's a good receiver, but he makes his plays by jumping over people and being tall, right? But we've seen that when the regular season comes, when the cornerbacks are no longer, 6 feet, they're like 6'2", which some of the best cornerbacks in the league are that tall. And then when the cornerbacks in the league can jump higher than the backups, then there's a problem, right? So I think that's might happen, but I think we will see some good stuff there.
John, how's DeMarcus Robinson kind of fitted into this offense? I know he just got here.
Yeah, I think he looks good in it. You can see what he is out there. He's a big, strong-handed guy, good radius. He's learning the offense. There's a lot. We have a big book, and we've got a lot in right now. We're kind of still in camp mode in terms of just kind of repping our stuff and trying to get good at it. So I'm sure he's trying to figure out what to do as much as anything, but he looks good out here.
I guess
not much to say on DeMarcus. Again, he's going to be cool, but he's not going to – I don't think he's going to be replace anyone as number one. He could be the number two, but I think Prochet is going to be good enough to be a number two receiver, especially when they're going to be the number three or maybe number four threat, right? So, DeMarcus is not going to get the ball, I don't think, more than the top three options that we have. And I'm including likely in those top three options, by the way.
Is it premature to say that this could be the kind of new normal for Lamar in future preseasons?
Future preseasons we're talking about? Okay, I don't know. We'll see in future preseasons.
That question was terrible. I knew when he said it out of his mouth that John was going to give him some snark. Dog, we talking about this year, okay? We talking about future preseasons. Come on, dog. Not even future seasons, okay? Future preseasons, dog. The preseason right now don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? What matters more is the training camp and the practices. So we're going to talk about things that happen in the future that don't matter? Come on, dog. That's like talking about future 7th-round draft picks. You got to be better than that now.
They're good? All right, not much. You sure?
Unless you want to say, Rex. Well, no. Rex. Did you hear about Rex Ryan?
Oh, doing the
Amazing Race.
The Amazing Race.
Yeah.
We want Ingrid and Allison. I watch that all the time. Love that show.
How do you think?
I think he'll get lost right out of the gates. Now he's got a good. It depends on his partner. Actually, it depends if Rex wants to listen or not. You can't blitz your way out of the airport or something like that.
Can we say off the record? It's on.
It's all right. I don't mind.
You think he has the listening skills too?
I think that's a very fair question. It's a very fair question. All right, that's good. Thanks.
You asked. You said, well,
Awesome. All right, let's stop it there. Awesome. So again, nice little funny jab at the end at Rex. Rex is a jabber too, so and that's the beautiful thing about coaches, that they wear so many hats that they can transition right. Because we know John, when he's talking to the players, is more of a father figure, a loving guy. But when he's talking to Rex, he can give him a jab because they're more colleagues and stuff like that. So it's super awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about John Harbaugh's press conference in the comments below. Thank you guys so much. Go Ravens.